Welcome to the Sports and Music Lounge. I'm here today. It's KP. I got JC in the house. Today, we got the Richmond Jets in the house, semi-pro team, championship team. I want to go around the room and get everybody's names, starting with you, young man, and your position.
All right. My name is Ivan Martin. I am the slot receiver.
Okay.
Kari Woodson. I am an outside linebacker.
Sean Sutton. I play quarterback and receiver.
Kevin Williams, I'm the OC for this team.
James Branch, middle linebacker and outside linebacker.
I am TJ Ward, known as Coach Fleet, defensive coordinator.
All right. So, let's start off. We got the defense and we got the offense in here. Who is the most swaggiest on the team, defense or offense? Okay, defense spoke up first, so I'm going to go with the defense. defense spoke up first.
Defense right now, since they strolled out in a couple of scrimmage games.
All right.
So they got a little bragging rights.
Okay. So we see the championship trophy in the house. Let's start with offense. Since defense spoke up first, we'll say the best for last because they the best, they the swaggiest. So let's start with the offense. What is it about the semi-pro game that's different from the college game as well as the actual pro game right now?
From college standpoint, since I did play college ball, I would say a little bit more freedom.
Mm-hmm.
And you get to actually be yourself. I'm not saying some people go out and they play college ball, they got to stay to a particular system versus semi-pro. You just be yourself with the fellas, with the homies, people that you actually grew up with.
Okay.
You know from the streets.
Okay.
And et cetera, et cetera. So you just got that freedom.
A lot more fun, a lot more camaraderie. Okay. Let's go to the quarterback. Slot receiver spoke up first because obviously the receivers are more the divas of the team. You know what I mean? Let's go to the quarterback. Quarterback, tell me, how is it coaching on the field when you're on the field playing, and what is that game like versus, say, high school, college game?
And semi-pro is the game is way more faster than obviously.
Okay.
With the quarterback, with the coaching.
Tell them what high school you went to, though. Let them know.
I was Alice Springs.
Okay.
I went there too.
Okay. We got the Highland Springs boys in the house. Okay. Highland Springs men in the house. Great. Okay, so you said it's a lot more faster right now, right? Okay. All right. Now, tell me this. What is the level of competition like? Do you all still see tough competition out there on the field versus what you would see in college?
Most definitely.
Okay.
Most definitely. Because in college, I would say you already at that level. You guys are even.
Yeah.
Maybe some might be a little bit more, but semi-pro, you got dudes that's fresh out of high school.
Okay.
And from an older vet, like I've been playing for 8 years.
A lot of speed and energy out there.
I'm not going to keep up with a whole lot of young folks.
Okay.
I'm just going to be honest. Like I'm old, so I'm gonna play my role and I'm gonna use my wisdom and knowledge and experience.
So you actually can command the field because you know the game. So you actually know some shortcuts. Mm-hmm. You can take a few shorter steps in order to get to where you have to go.
Correct.
Because of your age in the game, your maturity in the game. I understand that. Mm-hmm. So Kevin, what is it like to coach men versus coaching high school kids?
Well, I coach little league teams, and with little kids, it's a little different from these grown men. You kind of expect, hey, if I tell Sean this is what I want you to do, he should be able to know it and do it.
Okay.
So even though I'm coaching him up and trying to interact with him so that I'm getting him comfortable with the plays I want to run and what he's seeing, it's a little different from little kids. You kind of like expect more of the grown men than the little kids.
Okay. Now let's switch gears a little bit. Let's get on the defense. We got TJ Ward in the house, you know what I mean? So TJ, tell me what it's like to coach men.
So I coach at Huguenot High School. I'm the DB coach at Huguenot. So I just wanted to get on the spring to get better at coaching in general. So switching from high school players to grown men, which some of them are transitioning to grown men, I feel that coaching these guys, it's kind of like the same thing, but they gotta believe it. So you gotta show them and then teach it, and then when it works, they're like, "Oh my gosh, it works!" So now let me trust this guy. Let me see what he can bring to the table. Okay. Now let's go to that linebacker spot. So what is it about the linebacker spot that's most appealing to you?
Playing that linebacker spot, it's something I'm getting used to. I originally started out as a corner, but when when you're playing linebacker, you got to be more aggressive.
That's right.
And at that corner position, you're all about staying with that one man, but that linebacker position, you got to be able to read that run, and then you got to be able to like jump out of that and go right into that play action. So it's more like aggressive. You got to be more up to speed.
So understanding your point of attack, where you're going, who you're understanding the offense itself, how people are lined up. And for you, young man, tell me about your standpoint as versus playing high school ball into going into the semi-pros.
Well, just like you said, I'm trying to piggyback. I ain't gonna try to take his whole, idea, but I mean, like you said, there's a lot more freedom. You got guys with, I say, the difference between high school and semi-pro, semi-pro, you got guys with, different personalities. And like you said, you're going from guys at your age. What's different about that is, you can be playing with guys that could be 18 to, 30 years old. So, like I said, you got a lot more wisdom. You got a lot of older guys who, been around the game a lot more that you can learn a lot from. So, me being a younger guy, I just try to, soak up all I can from those guys, just try to learn as much as I can.
Mm-hmm. So tell me this, y'all's first, when you had your first game, semi-pro, what was the toughest obstacle to overcome for you?
Whew. All right, so first official game was
Who are you playing with?
it was with the Tri-City Bulldogs.
Tell them about that.
When I first stepped on the field, I'm looking around. I'm like, wow. I'm looking at dudes that's 30 plus years old. I'm looking at 20-year-olds, and I'm like, okay. And once you get on the field, you're not going to really feel it until somebody knocked you in your mouth.
Mm-hmm.
And then that's when you're like, okay, now I got my knees burnt up in turf.
Okay.
It's time to go.
All right. Okay. Now let's go to you.
All right, so I think my first.
But before you answer that, right? When you first started, were you at the corner position or were you at the line? Okay. So you had to make a transition altogether. So let's go from the beginning spot and we'll get you moved down the linebacker.
All right, so my very first semi-pro game was we went to Baltimore. Coach Kevin at the time was defensive coordinator.
Okay.
I remember stepping up to a receiver. I mean, he was kind of older. He looked older, so I was telling him, man, I play college ball. I was like, it's going to be a piece of cake.
Yeah.
Hit me a little jab step and
Watched.
gave him a touchdown in the end zone. So
He washed you up.
Yeah. At that point, I didn't give up on corner. It was more so, at the time, I liked to hit a lot. So,
Okay.
I thought moving down to a linebacker spot would be more easier for me.
Mm-hmm.
And it was a way I thought I could benefit and help the team even more than, playing the corner. So
Gotcha. So field general, quarterback. What's the biggest obstacle?
When I first started playing semi-pro, I was in quarterback. I started at corner.
Okay.
So the biggest obstacle for me was getting used to the bigger receivers and older receivers because they're way more aggressive and got way more knowledge. And they can pick a corner apart. If you put a corner on an island by itself with an older receiver,
Give him that work.
You
Understood.
don't know what he's doing.
So how do you exploit from the quarterback position the cornerbacks that are covering your receivers? How do you exploit them? Like, what do you use? What are some of the tools you use?
I just watch how they play off, and the receivers will come back to and tell me how the corners are playing. They're playing off of them. They tell me, and when we come to the line, I change the play up or whatever if necessary. I'll change it up.
Okay. All right. Now you, young man, now tell me, what was the biggest obstacle?
I think the biggest obstacle for me was just learning how guys are. I haven't actually played like a game, but I played in two scrimmages. Like from what I experienced in the scrimmages, guys are on the other side. They're a lot more chatty. So I just gotta, I gotta know as a man, it's just it's just football. At the end of the day, we chop it up. We talk a little smack to each other. But it's fun, but it's definitely good to me.
So I got to you a little bit.
A little bit, but
Alice Springs. What's wrong? Okay, we had a new player walk into the room. Hey, tell me your name and your position.
Caleb Dabney, and I'm a wide receiver.
Okay.
And it's been fun being out here for the last 2 seasons that I was with these guys, man.
Okay.
I'm gonna tell you what, Ocho's one good guy, man.
All right.
He's a really, really good guy.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, Ocho was the owner.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, they couldn't make it.
Yeah, I know. So Ocho is the owner as well as a player.
Yeah.
So what position does Ocho play?
Anywhere.
So I can answer that question.
We was gonna get on Ocho, but since he mentioned, you know what I mean? Let's go and holler about Ocho.
So I can come from Ocho's perspective. So Ocho played on the defense side of the ball, dark side. That's what we call it. I moved Ocho from playing free safety to cornerback in the midst of him getting hurt. So
How old is Ocho, man?
Ocho was about
47.
last I heard,
He's actually not that old.
Last
35.
Is he 35?
35.
Okay.
Ocho out there getting hurt for the
Yeah.
love of the game.
Yeah.
So Ocho catches I moved from Ocho from free safety to cornerback last week and during the scrimmage.
Okay.
So the last few plays of defense, about 15 plays, Ocho catches an interception, catches a pick six, and gets hurt in the end zone.
My goodness.
Yeah, so like that was just like I was like, man, I had you out of position for like a whole week.
Yeah. How you got the own out of position, man? Get him hurt.
I guess that falls on me.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So we earlier, Kayla, we were discussing the different positions. Dockside spoke up first and said they're the swaggiest out of the team. I understand that you're the diva. You came in here late. We had already started. You know what I mean? I got to call you out on it. You know what I mean? And he got on the Patriots hat, man. You can take that off, throw it in the trash. But it's all right. But it's all right. But it's all right. It's all right. It's all right.
I'm a Jet at heart, though.
He a Jet at heart. That's right. Richmond Jets. So tell me about the championship run. What was the biggest obstacle to overcome to get this right here? This is what matters the most. Quarterback.
Was you on that
I
team?
wasn't.
Oh, he was on that team. Who was on that squad?
So I was on that squad.
Okay, I know.
Okay. Oh, so he the champ. Wait a minute.
Yeah, he the only champ right now.
Okay. So you tell me about this right here. I might have to keep this for a week.
Oh man, actually, the biggest obstacle, I would have to say, I'm not even going to sugarcoat it anyway. A lot of people quit on us.
Really?
Yeah.
Y'all still won. Well, y'all nice, man.
A lot of people
Y'all
quit on us.
nice. Yeah. Do y'all get rings too?
Yeah. And man, if I would have known, I would have came with my ring.
Yeah, I bet. Can
How do you want to know? You know,
Not too heavy. I can't play right now. I gotta share. Wait, I can't get out there.
Nah.
Fell over and lost my mind. My wife
Nah.
go out there and get me.
yeah, you want to be like Ocho.
Yeah, man.
What you gonna do sitting here for 2 months?
I blew one of his wheels off. So tell me this, right? What is it about the semi-pro game that is very attractive for young guys coming out of high school versus playing in college or playing in between college and not playing? What is the biggest attraction to that? Is it just keeping yourself in shape, or just keeping the fire burning as far as football, the love for it? What is the biggest attraction to it?
I just finished with college too. I'm 25. So I guess coming out of college, if you don't have like no NFL prospects or no CFL or now XFL, anything to lead to those leagues, you get pretty eager quickly to take a chance on to do something. Like, oh man, my man's already playing semi-pro. Like,
Okay.
I might as well just jump out there and just play and then see if I can do something else about excel at the next level from there. Like,
Exactly.
grab some film, whether it was just to play, continue to play football and work.
Yeah.
But I just feel like it attracts a lot of people just from I like just having that bug. Like, I gotta play football. I have to.
Exactly.
I must play football.
So Coach Kev is kind of the journeyman. He started out as the defensive coordinator and the offensive coordinator. So Kevin, from your perspective, how was that transition?
Well, I wanted a different challenge. Defense kind of easy to me.
Mhm.
You just go out there, it's come easy. You
Put
just
your
go
men in
tackle somebody.
place.
Yeah, put them in
And
place and
attack.
have them tackle.
Uh-huh.
Well, on offensive side, you gotta come up with a game plan because this is semi-pro. When I first started, you didn't have no YouTube where you can go and see what the other team is doing. So you basically going when you go in the game. That's basically how you game plan.
Okay.
Ask the players, hey, what they doing? Okay, will this work? Will this work? So we kind of right now. I want to be a running offense. So right now, that's what we basically doing a lot of running plays so we can establish the run
Okay.
and play fake off of it. Because right now my quarterback, he's the backup because my quarterback about this tall, so
Okay.
we kind of, trying to find different ways of getting the ball to our playmakers so we can get some yards.
I mean,
keep the defense off the field, keep them fresh.
So 2 segues to that. I see your quarterback is wearing number 7, right?
Yeah.
So that was a good running quarterback that wore number 7 and went to Tech.
Yeah.
Went on to the NFL. So who do you pattern your style behind?
As a quarterback?
Yeah, as a quarter. That's what you're playing right now.
Yeah. So
As a corner, it was the getting burned guy. You ain't get burned up. It was him. My bad.
Oh,
My man. So who do you pattern your quarterback style behind?
I'd say probably Michael Vick. 'Cause I don't really throw the ball for real.
Okay.
But I can scramble, but I can throw on the run as well. So
Gotcha. That's a dope skill to have. Now, who do you pattern your game behind?
So I wear 24 because of my cousin, so I'm related to Charles Woodson.
Okay. That's sweet.
That's
Mhm.
no, but I take it very seriously. Coming from a football family, I've worn this number at every sport from basketball. It doesn't matter what it is. So I take pride in wearing it. It's not like Coach says, number doesn't make the player. The player makes the number.
That's
but
right.
For me, it just gives me, it builds me up. It gives me motivation to do better every time I'm on the field. So.
Okay. And sir, who do you pattern your game behind?
Miles Austin.
Miles Austin.
Yes.
He's a cowboy.
Yes.
Okay.
He's one of the words.
Okay. Yeah.
I was like, who's that for a second?
Caleb, who do you pattern your game behind?
Jordan Miles.
Okay. That ain't bad. That ain't bad at all. You, sir.
I like to say Luke Kuechly, Bobby Wagner. I watch a lot of their film. I watch them, the way they position themselves, where they line up at.
Mm-hmm.
Just watching the play develop, just being the linebacker of the defense and just communicating with everybody.
Yeah. Kuechly retired. I seen Bobby Wagner, man. That man's arms are humongous.
That's
Like he curls,
His
trees.
teammates.
Yeah, he curls like oak tree stumps or something, man. That guy's arms are massive. Yeah. So you the Bobby Wagner of the squad.
Oh yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. I like to think of myself.
Okay.
Yes, sir.
Oh, he can sell on the sideline. This boy fast. Okay. All right, I'm scared of him, man.
Mm-hmm.
So tell me about the business side of the semi-pro game. I think Kev has. Is Ocho online? Is Ocho?
Yeah, I got him on a video chat, but
Okay.
the business side of the semi-pro is pay to play. So everyone that you see here has paid dues or fees to play. No one get paid to play semi-pro. This is strictly
Pay
for the love of the game.
Okay.
So,
Now, if I pay, does that mean that I get to play? Because you might have a scrub that come out there. I got the money, so I'm paying you. That means I deserve to get in the game if I've already paid. Especially if I paid my dues first.
You gotta know your ways.
You gotta know your role.
the other problem with that, like you said, I paid to play, then they don't show up to practice.
Because I've already paid.
It's been plenty of times, like when we was at the Bulldogs, when we go to game, like you said, I didn't know half the team till I got to the game because I never seen them in my life.
Wow.
And I have people walking up to me and say, "Hey, coach, I can play this." I'm like, "Who is this?" then you have to look at one of the players, the coach side, like, "Yeah, he can play this." I'm like, "Okay."
So that was kind of like how I was getting into coaching men because I mean, in this particular setup, you all pay to play. You know what I mean? So you are obligated to at least show up for practices, do film study. Have some type of camaraderie with the team in order to get out there and show a good product. I mean, you don't win one of these by not doing that, I guess. You know what I mean? Now, tell me about now Ocho. He's on the phone right now.
Yeah. Ocho.
Yes, sir. Good afternoon.
What's going on, Ocho? KP. We good, man. KP from Sports and Music Lounge. So, Ocho, tell me how it is. What is the ownership structure of semi-pro? How do you become an owner? How do you function? How does a team function under you as well as being a player?
Oh man. First off, let me start off by saying it's a blessing, man. It's all based on these guys who gave me that platform, man. Because I was I'm still a player, but I started off as a player.
Yeah, we heard about you playing, man. You out there getting hurt. You like 47 years old, man. Out there getting hurt on the pick six. So it made me want to say, I want to come out there and play for the team and maybe get a pick six too.
It's just based on the love of the game, man. Because I started off playing, man, and I told myself I didn't want to give up. The team I was playing for was the Richmond Venom when I first started. And,
Okay.
That team pretty much went its own way, and I decided I didn't want to just sit around. I wanted to continue. So, with these young guys, man, and a few veterans gave me the chance. So I decided I wanted to continue. So that's when I started the Westland Chiefs, and the Chiefs got put aside, and I started up the Richmond Jets because like I said, I just wanted to get back to my community, help these guys, reach the next level, and also at the same time, just help these guys, continue the love for the game, man. So to answer your question, man, I started off based on just reaching out to a few guys, just coming up with the idea of the logos. The structure was basically built with me and Coach Kevin. We first started off in 2015, and we started off with the Westland Chiefs. Just basically, like I said, just recruiting, giving guys the opportunity to continue playing this game. The semi-pro level, man. A lot of guys, want to continue, like as far as going on to college, going to the arena, the NFL, and just different levels of the game. So that's what we reached out and we made happen for these guys. So that's pretty much about it.
Yes, sir.
Football is basically based on guys who just got love for the game and really want to continue. So that's what we provide for these guys.
Okay. Now tell me this, TJ. We got Ocho on the phone. So Ocho being the owner, if he comes in and says, "Man, I want to get in the game right now," then you say, "Ah, you got you the owner. You got to go ahead and get in," or you say, "No, you got to wait, fall back, because you be getting out there getting burnt up a little bit."
I'm gonna keep it really honest.
Okay, my man.
Honest.
My man. Owner gets no privileges, is what he's saying. Okay, cool.
Everybody's equal. They get adjusters.
Especially if you don't show up for practice. Okay.
Exactly.
All right. So, how do you all like this pay-to-play structure? I mean, everybody wants to get paid, but how do you like the pay-to-play structure from the player standpoint?
It's okay.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, because if you really love the game, it's okay. Because if you really love the game, first of all, you're gonna want to come out and do whatever needs to be done to play the game.
Mm-hmm.
Anyway, on the start with.
Okay.
The pay-to-play situation. It also helps us pay ref fees because refs ain't gonna just come out there and do it for free.
True.
You know what I'm saying? It also helps us do other things inside the organization to keep everything going.
Mm-hmm. Now, how many teams are there in this particular league right here?
Yeah, I think it's 9 in the UEAFL
Okay.
this season. So I know we got like a 9-game schedule.
9-game schedule. So how are the playoffs set up? So you get best schedule, best record out of the 9, and then how's the playoff structure set up before you get to the championship?
I'm not sure how they have it set up. Ocho might know. How the playoffs are set up? Ocho, is it the top 4 or top 6 teams and top 2 get a bye or something like that?
Yes, the top 2 get a bye, and then basically the other team basically like the 4th seed, 3rd seed, and let's see, I want to say that basically it's 4 teams basically. If you ask me, you got the first round and second round. So basically, the top 2 dogs is basically sitting there home waiting on the other guys to scrap it out. That's how they do it pretty much.
Okay, so if you all win the championship this year, you'll be the first back-to-back in this particular league?
No, we'll be the first for the spring. See, they break it into two different seasons.
Okay.
So it's spring and it's fall league.
Oh, that's sweet.
So right now we're in the spring.
Okay.
So it's more like the spring because they get warmer by the
Gotcha.
as the season goes.
Oh, that's sweet. So tell me this: does anybody ever fall off from between spring and fall? I mean, given non-injury, but does anybody ever fall off, or does it depend on your schedules? If you all are going to play both particular seasons, how does that work? And do you have to pay both times?
Yeah.
Okay, got you. Okay.
Honestly, it depends on just how life going at the time. Like if you got a family and you got an old lady, I know a lot of us might have them, and she's in your ear like, okay, you're spending half the year with the fellas now. You know, I need some time with you.
Yeah.
You know, need some time with the kids. You know,
Yeah. The young
I need
boys
you.
shouldn't have to go.
Nah.
Yeah, y'all ain't got no old lady.
Nah.
Y'all got young ladies. Yeah.
I mean, I would say it's like as a coach. Well, I would say for me, because I coached fall at Huguenot, and I coached spring. Well, this year with these guys. It does take a lot of time on your hands, but like it just coaching. It's like once you start coaching, it will never stop. Like
That's
you would
true.
love football.
That's true.
You would love football. So it's like this, for example, like this is my brother-in-law. Like every time he comes over, it's like that's why what's his name? Luke Kuechly film.
Okay.
Or let's watch so-and-so film. Because it's like, it never turns off. It's to a point now, he's not going to go. I'm like, yo.
Yeah.
But that's how much you love, that's how much
loves the game.
You gotta love the game.
Yeah. So where is you all's facility located? Like your main drag where you all practice and do all your work?
Rough and we kind of roamers.
Okay. Okay. And when do you all generally hold practices?
Saturdays.
Okay.
And Thursdays. So let me capitalize on that. That's
Okay.
the reason why I'm late.
My
I went
man.
to speed and agility.
Okay.
Yeah, that's my reason why I'm late.
Yeah.
I had a good reason.
Yeah. And that's why they get to be the D with speed and agility. You wouldn't find me at that at all. You know? Yeah. Slow and hitting hard. That's what you'll find me at. You know? Yeah. So tell me this, right? Where do you all play your games, and when do you all play?
Saturday.
Saturday.
That'll be basically depends on what the county gives to us, because I work with Chesterfield County Parks and Rec, so it could be anywhere from Edgerton Park, Corner Rocks Park. We used to have Harrogate, but I think as far as I'm concerned, they about to turn that field into a school now. So we based on basically what they have available for us.
Okay. Now, do you all have a specific location where you all have the championship game, or is that also
The league probably have like a neutral field or site where everyone can meet.
Okay. Okay.
That's usually how they do that.
Yeah. It's on what field you can get.
I know last year they had it in Charlottesville based on because the year before the Silverbacks they won the championship, so they had it in Charlottesville, and I know this past season the Crusaders won the championship, and that's where they also had the championship in Charlottesville. So I think the main site definitely is in Charlottesville. And to be honest with you, that's actually right there in the middle for all the teams that's located in Richmond and around the 757. So
Okay. And it's still 100-yard field, everything like
Yeah.
that. So I guess that's one of the biggest differences between this and Arena League. You know, but as far as like, do you all play indoors or is it strictly outdoors? Okay. Oh yes, nature. Nature. Yeah. That grass is forgiving. Turf ain't. Turf ain't fun at all. Yeah, mud bowls ain't fun. So right now you all are lining up. You are going to start up the season, I believe, in March, correct? So who was your first game against?
Our first game is against the Virginia Stars, another Richmond-based semi-pro team.
Okay.
And I think it's their home game, so we're traveling to wherever they got their home field is.
Okay. So how does film study work? You know, you talked about getting together, you know, getting on YouTube, catching some of the other semi-pro teams. How does that work? Is it offense and defense, or is it offense? The offensive guys meet up at, say, Coach Cav's house. Everybody else meet up at Coach TJ's house. How does that work?
No, we normally just, like Coach Kevin was saying earlier, this era, everything's on YouTube. So literally every game from every team is on YouTube. And we'll just be in the chat like, hey, we'll post a film of this, post a film of that, and we'll just be watching, and then we'll communicate like, yo, they run this type of formation, or for us receivers, we'll look at how the DBs and linebackers and safeties lined up. Like, okay, they this far from the line, this far from the linebackers. They align this way, align that way. And we just communicate with each other, and then
Okay.
go out and Coach Kevin he's famous. He'll.
In the practice room and Coach Kevin on the field because he expects.
Oh yeah, totally different.
Okay.
Totally.
Okay.
He might not seem like somebody that will curse you out, but
He look like he's still.
he will curse you out.
He's a Steelers fan. We about winning right now. We want 6 of these, 7, 8, 9, 10. Steelers fans, you know what I mean? We want all that stuff.
Yeah, we want all that stuff.
Man, look at this guy right here. I told him to throw that hat in the trash. Sorry, Patriots. Where y'all find them at, man? What high school you played for?
Central High School. I'm from the country, man. King
Oh.
and Queen.
King and Queen. Hey, I know about that. Yeah, okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, them boys out there
Deep out there.
Yeah, man, they lift cows and
Motors.
Yeah, man, I tell you, I riding through that area, man, seeing big machines. That's the funnest thing, and I'm every bit of 41, man. But I ride through with my wife, and we see stuff out there. And I'm like, that thing making. Hey, look at making this. Hey, you take one of y'all city boys out there, y'all learn something.
Yeah.
It's scary out there too, 'cause it get real dark.
Yeah.
No, my God, dark.
I actually visited him at his house one time, and I lost completely everything, GPS and everything. So I'm trying to call him, and I can't.
Yeah.
So I literally got stuck in the middle of the road, and I guess when the sheriffs pulled up on me, he was like, "You okay?" I was like, "I don't got no signal."
You ain't say yes or no. I don't
got no signal.
That's all right. He pulled up on a horse.
Nah.
Okay.
Nah.
Yeah. All right. Cool. So tell me this defensive guys. You know, Coach Ward. You know, how is it? What's the difference between Coach Ward film study versus Coach Ward game day? And how does game prep go?
It's not that much of a change between either. He hype about all of it.
Okay.
Yeah, he hype about everything he talk about.
Game day,
Full of energy.
serious.
Yeah, sir.
This the comments I was seeing.
Yeah.
I think they don't want to show off. I understand this. Now, do you all have anybody like a media team or somebody that actually records you all's games and posts it on YouTube?
That would be Ocho.
I'll be doing that.
Okay, yeah, on the crutch, I got you. I got you.
Yeah, I think that what they did was they already nominated me for the camera crew, press box, and all that. Man.
Okay. And when is you all's first game in March?
14.
The 14th. I'll definitely show up for that game, man, and show out. I'll come out there and cheer for the Jets, man. Yeah, man. We want the Jets to win for the red, the black, and the green. You know, red, black, and green. That's dope. You know, yeah. So tell me this: what are your aspirations? Because right now, you said you have 2 seasons within a year. You have the opportunity to win 2 of these in 1 year. You know, how do you all prepare to dominate? Say the Stars when y'all first in the first game. I mean, so what was their record last year?
Not sure.
I think they had a good record.
They had a good
The
record.
league
Okay.
they was in was kind of shaky.
Okay. So
It was good enough. I'll put it that way.
okay. So you're looking forward to the challenge. You're chomping at the bit to get in there and
Yeah, we ain't gonna say nothing bad about them because we had to play them, so
Okay.
we keep it respectful.
yeah.
Yeah.
A lot of
Yeah.
former teammates.
What I would just say about the prep part, these guys, like you said, you just came from speed and agility. On Thursdays, we lift weights on Friday nights, get all the get everything. Like I said, speed and agility on Thursdays. We get everything out on Friday, so they pump weights on Friday nights. Saturday morning, it's time to go.
Okay.
Stay ready, ain't gotta get ready.
Yeah.
That's right. True statement.
So we can get one of these.
Yeah. Yeah, we need one of those, man. I mean, maybe you can drop one off and put SML on it. Championship trophy and put my name on the bottom. You know what I'm saying? That'd be sweet for me. Hey, look, I'm just trying to be a part of it.
Hey, I heard.
How much are the dues?
Dudes are 166.
Man, I'm gonna come and play for y'all, man. Yeah, that's a pair of sneakers.
Yeah, that's cheaper than most teams. Most teams charge $200, $300, $400 because
They done lost
pay
their
for
mind.
fields and they want all the nice stuff. So
Oh, okay.
2-3 jerseys and all that stuff.
Yeah.
But
Now I want the same jersey. I'm gonna put a hole in it, and guess what? That's the one we're gonna rock the whole year. Yeah, I might not even wash it. So I didn't know that jersey stink. You know?
Yeah, this the stink from the win last week.
Exactly. They is. Yeah. All right. So any follow up or any closing comments for the upcoming season from you gentlemen, the Richmond Jets? Anything that you want to say, coordinators first?
Man, I'm just excited, man, just to see these guys go because I've been prepping for my plays and to see these guys from for the past 2 weeks, from the past 2 scrimmages we had. We had 7 interceptions. We had a total of 6 TFLs. We had a total of 7 sacks. I'm just ready to go right now.
You got these boys running.
Yeah, so I'm ready to go right now.
For losses, sacks, picks, great. They kept
stats.
Yeah, man. So, Kat, what about yourself?
We're still what they call work in progress.
Okay,
group.
gotcha. Understand.
We're still trying to get our legs
Okay.
together.
New faces to new places. That's all
Okay.
it is.
Yeah, you got the speed and agility, but do you have the hands? You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
Who
so
wants those hands?
we're still working on, blocking and getting open and make sure everyone running the right routes and doing what they need to do right now.
Okay.
So hopefully by March 14th, everybody be on the same page.
So the rules are generally the same for semi-pro as it is for the NFL, correct?
Yeah, they adopt the NFL rules.
Oh, sweet.
Except for the field goal one.
Okay.
Because no one gonna kick from that deep.
Okay, so what did y'all field goal at? 15?
No, it's probably the old one. What was it, 2-3 yard line?
Okay. Oh, it ain't, man.
Yeah.
I wouldn't mind if they adopt the XFL rule.
Yeah, the kicker.
I love that.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
You just mark it on if you want a 1-pointer, or 2-pointer, or 3-pointer for
Uh-huh.
the extra point after
Yeah.
you score a touchdown.
Yeah.
That'll be perfect for this league.
So how does you all's collective bargaining agreements work? I mean, as far as changing rules or adapting new rules, I mean, does that happen between seasons or is that like ownership
Probably
meeting?
it's the ownership meeting when they have their owners meeting. They probably go and I sat in a couple a long time ago where they go over what rule changes they want to do and how they want to go about having the season this year. So I guess the XFL is so new they probably couldn't really say, hey, can we do this? So it'd probably be like in the fall or something.
Yeah.
If they want to change any rules at this point.
XFL would be dope if they had the He Hate Me jerseys out there. You know?
I know.
That'd be dope if they had if like 2 people on each team had the He Hate Me joint, one on offense, one on defense. That'd be sweet. I mean, I'm just saying. Now, do y'all get y'all's names on the back of the jerseys at all?
Yes, sir.
Oh my man. Yeah.
Hey,
Growing my hair back
we
out
will
too,
welcome
man.
you with open arms.
My man. No speed and agility for me. None of that. I'm over 40. None of that. All right, guys. Well, I want to thank you all again for coming to the Sports and Music Lounge, hanging with your boy, giving us a big update on the Richmond Jets. Ocho, thank you again, my man. Get well soon.
Oh yeah, thank you, my man. I appreciate it, man. God bless you.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. And before we leave, let's get the social media for the team so that we can actually post that onto the page when we post the video.
We got that, Ocho?
I'm sorry, what you say, sir?
The social media or the website for the team, just so that we can post it on the video and we can actually get the schedule and stuff like that for all of our viewers. So can you hand us that?
Yes, I'll definitely do that. I will definitely pass out the information to you.
Okay, cool. And is anything else that the players want to say while we got them in the room?
Just come out and support.
We will.
Just come out and support.
Yeah, bring everybody.
My man.
Kids,
Everybody.
kids and everything.
Yeah.
'cause
Well, I want to thank y'all again for stopping through, man, and chilling with your boy and JC up in the Music Lounge, man. Sports and Music Lounge. We are out.